Hey guys, Rob from Australian Camping and 4-Wheel Drives. Hey, we are out here camping at the moment at a place called Cobb & Co, 9 Mile. Lovely little spot to come out camping to. And yeah, we're here to actually, I thought we'd go through the caravan that we've just got. So I thought I'd go through, show you all the ins and outs of it. So not everyone's been aware, but I've just bought this caravan and going to be selling some of my other trailers I just don't need anymore. So we're doing a trial run with it this weekend, and I thought, hey, might as well show you guys, what we've done to it as well. It's the very first trip out with it, so I can't really give you, my thoughts on how it will go long term, but that'll come up in a later video. But I thought at least I'd show you for the moment, the things that we've got going on with it as well. So if we start here on the side, this is one thing that I did. This is our Drifter Stockton awning, and it's what they call a half hexa tarp. And I got the guys down in Gloucester, they put a bit of Keta strip or sail track on the top of it, up the very top up there as well. And what we've done by doing that, we've actually just slid it straight in and just put some ropes down here, and it serves a couple of purposes. First of all, it keeps the side of the caravan a lot cooler when it gets really hot. You can have your windows open as well, so if it's raining and all that type of stuff, you can leave them open so it doesn't bother it. Plus on this one here, up the top up there, they've got little windows that open up as well. So you don't have to worry about water getting in or anything like that. So it's just really useful. So I'll show you the different items that we got on this side of the caravan anyway, hey. So starting up over here, this is actually where you fill your water tanks with. So they've actually got two different inputs on it. They've got one which you can connect up a water supply that if you're at a caravan park and that type of stuff. Plus that's your rear tank as well. They've got a rear tank infill over there also. Then this is your hot water system. So it has a little cover that goes over the top of it. I've been looking at a couple of different options for these things. Some people have this cover that actually pulls down and goes down over the whole thing. Apparently it's illegal though, so just not too sure about the legalities of it. For the moment I just stuck with what it comes with, and I'll leave it at that for the moment until I look into that one a bit more. Then you've got your 240 volt power, so when you're at a caravan park you can plug in the mains power. This is your AM and FM radio. It's got a radio built into it as well. It's got speakers on the outside and the inside as well. They do come with brush bars as well, so that's something I really like about these things. Got the brush bars sitting up underneath there, which is fantastic, and you've got your drop down stays there as well, so when you arrive at the park, they're just designed to provide you a bit more stability with your caravan, so when you're walking around it's not moving around everywhere. We do have a solar input, so we've actually plugged in the solar blanket there today. Just plugged it in, just sitting up over on the ground in there. Now inside the van, it does have, this comes with 400 watts of solar on the roof of this van, and that's just another 250 watt solar panel. It's been pretty overcast here, and yeah, so it's got 2 lithium batteries in there, and it's around about 200 amp hours roughly, give you a rough idea as well. So what else we got? It's got independent suspension, so up underneath here you've got independent suspension sitting up underneath there, and they come with 2 water tanks. So on the just over here you'll see you've got that water, that's I think it's 80 litres, and you've got another 80 at the front if I remember right as well. And then you've got one in between there, I can't remember how big that one is, and that's your grey water tank, just so you know as well. Alright, then you've got an external shower, so I should have the keys here with me. Got an external shower there as well, you can open up and you can use for showers outside. That's your front water tank, so it fills up your front tank as well. And then you've got your toilet cassette, just goes inside this one as well, so your toilet's sitting inside there. They do come with some quite large storage areas on the front, so these just open up on the side up here. And you've got a big drawer just in the front there, you can store tools and that type of stuff. Really need to reorganise all this and get some little bags and get all that sorted out. But so we're going to put tools and all the hoses and cables that you need, when you're off camping and that type of stuff. We're going to put all that stuff in here as well. So it sort of gives you an idea. It's really cool. One thing I really do like about these things, they have these little sensors on the side over here, and when you actually close the doors up, it actually detects that the light's been blocked off and turns the light off inside here, and when you open it up it turns the light on. So that's when you've got the power switched on. We've got it switched off at the moment. So it's really cool. And then this one up here, this one goes through all the way through the other side, so it's a big storage area inside there. So at the moment what we've got sitting in there, we've actually got, this is actually our Starlink bag, so a Starlink carry bag. So, and that's actually sitting up on top of the caravan at the moment. So just sitting up top up there, that's the Starlink. And it's just sitting in a little, I don't know what you call it, a little stand that just lifts up and down, and so you just unclip it and take it off and then store it in the bag there when you're done. So around the front of the van, this part didn't come with the van. I put this part on. It's a stone guard. One thing I thought about, I noticed a lot of other people when they were travelling, they got all mud and everything all up the side of their toolboxes and that. So I just thought it'd be a good idea to have something just to protect the front of the van, and they're not very expensive, pretty simple to put on too, hey. Now, one thing they do really well in these particular caravans, I'll just open this up from the other side while you're there. They've got this great little toolbox in here. So this one here is designed for putting all your poles into it. So all your extra poles and that type of stuff can fit inside here. They do, this caravan actually comes with an awning, which you can put out, like a whole enclosed awning I should say, a room that you can put onto it. And that can be attached to it, so all your poles will live inside this part here, and your walls and all that actually live inside the front of the caravan. But they've got a stack of different storage options on this one. In the front in here, got your two big 8.5 kilo gas bottles sitting up over the side over there, and you've got another big storage area over the side over here as well. Hey, so we bought a couple of tools on that with us this weekend to try and finish off the van, you know, little odd jobs and all that type of stuff as well. So yeah, one thing I did find useful, there's actually a table that fits inside. So this is actually, the whole table actually goes inside the caravan, and I just stored that into the front of the van there as well. So I'll show you where that goes when we get inside as well. Up the front of the van, that's got the standard DO35 hitch up the front there as well. Nice big chunky chains there as well, comes with it. Comes with your breakaway system, so if your caravan ever disconnected, it'll pull that pin out on you and lock the brakes up. Has a water filler up the front up there also, and they've got your ARC 750 hitch up here as well. So we've got to tweak this a little bit. We've got a couple of little things to change and that type of stuff. Probably just need to drop this down one hitch as well, so at one point there too. Other things we've done as well, put a little rubbish bin just up the front up here. I saw one of the other guys had this whole thing just pulls straight off it and you can store it away. I just thought it was a really good little idea, because whenever I go camp, it's like, where the hell do I put my rubbish? You end up tying a bag up somewhere. So I just thought I'll get that and I can have it away, and yeah, good little spot for it, I think. Now the front of the van, this is the awning that they come with. Now they don't have this part doesn't come with it by default. This part here is for the awnings, the side parts that you can put off it if you wanted to. So that part there is not there by default, but the awning does come with the van. And these parts here, essentially what happens is when you add this, you add sail track onto the side. So then you can put, for example, like over the other side over here. We've just put up just a canvas wall that you can get in the kit as well. So I should have mentioned to you too when we started the video. So this is the 13-foot, what they call it, Tanami Caravan as well. So they come in a couple of different sizes. They've got the 11, the 13 and the 15-foot ones. And the 15-foots, they've got a couple of different ones as well. But this is the 13-foot. The reason I went for the 13-foot is I felt it was about the right size for myself. And if I ever want to head off with someone else, I could. It's perfect size to, you know, for two people pretty much. 15-foot would be good for a family, I suspect, and 11-foot good for a single person just by themselves, I reckon. But the beauty about this whole caravan is this part here on the rear of it. So this whole part here folds out. So this whole part will close in. The clothesline is something I added. It doesn't come with a clothesline. This whole clothesline pops out and folds down, and the whole thing just collapses straight in on itself, which is fantastic. They got two massive big tyres sitting on the back there, and these have, you're wondering how you pull this down. It's actually on massive big gas struts they've got sitting inside here as well. So it is quite easy actually to lift it up, so you don't have to have a lot of strength about it. You can see it's lifting itself up there at the moment anyway. And it just has a little latch just in the back in there that you latch up the top there, and these two bolts, hand bolts, tie the device strap back in for you as well. So we'll go back around the other side and we'll finish off around over here. So the awning, when I was talking about the awning, it's an electric awning. I won't be able to bring it in at the moment because we've actually got the sides on it. But inside here they have a little button. And so just up there, there's a little button there. You can hit that button there, and that'll automatically close the awning. It's an electric awning, so it'll close the awning, and the opposite direction obviously opens it up as well for you, which is useful. Got a stack of storage space outside, which I really love. One thing I've found, this is a really functional kitchen, because you can be over here, cooking, doing your dishes. You've got extra storage space on the side here to put out other stuff, prep stuff as well. It has this backing over here, which is really interesting. This whole backing part actually can drop down, and it can actually become another bench there for you as well. And if you've got other cooking devices, you could attach them in there as well if you wanted to. It does have 2 gas outlets. There's a lot of debate at the moment out there about Weber's and Ziggy's and all that type of stuff. I've got a little Ziggy oven for it, and so we'll see how it goes. Yeah, it has this part up the top of there as well. This whole part folds flat. So it lifts up at the top up there, and the whole thing folds down flat for you. And then on the front there, you got your little gas burners, and this part here just folds down flat for you as well. They have in here place to put all your kitchen knives and forks and spoons and all that type of stuff as well. And then on the other side over here, got a little area to put all your kitchen utensils that you use as well. Then on the side there, you got another little storage space. So I've put like all dishwashing stuff in there as well that you need. Your herbs, spices sitting in the side there as well. It's just all odds and sods that you'd use as well. Then over here we put like all the cups and that as well, and some plates and that. Got a great chopping board. I love it. I really like that chopping board. This pops out the whole thing, so you can remove it out if you need to. You might be preparing a meal for everyone to sit down and have snacks with. Take it over and use it that way. Then inside here you got this really huge box. So this comes out, and you grab this part here and this slides open, so you can store more stuff in there. So it's one thing I really do like. It's got a lot of different storage spaces inside of the Caravan, and I don't know, it's just everything just seems to be in the right spot for you. It's not trying to find or trying to lean over something to get it. It's just easy to access and all that as well. Yeah, so they also come with the LED light up here as well. So when you're cooking, you can turn that light on and have that going as well. And interestingly enough, down the side over there, they actually have a couple of USB inputs. So like if you want to charge your phone and all that type of stuff as well, you can do that also, which is handy. When you're cooking at night time, it's actually got a light just up top up here, and that provides a lot of light down here. So I haven't really needed to use that little light too much, but this light here is fantastic. They actually have 2 different modes. They've got like the white light and an orange light as well, so if you've got bugs and that type of stuff as well. So it works well. Now, around the front here, I went and got the, I think they call them muck mats. So that's the large muck mat that I got. And I've got the smaller one that just to fit inside there as well. So the steps, these are electric. So they have a button in here that just opens and closes your step for you. So it works pretty simple. And then what we might do now, I might go inside and we'll have a look inside as well, hey? So just in here, first of all, the very first area that you're greeted with, they've got the electrical panel. One thing I did like about the electrical panel, it's not sitting up in an area where the light's going to be glaring in your face. So like up this side, you've got all your storage options, whereas this is down over this side. These lights, they run at night time. Blue lights can get a bit irritating, I find. So this is just showing us our water tank levels. So this is our front tank, that's our rear tank. So the rear tank's got most of the water at the moment. We need to empty that out before we head off. Prefer to try to have most of my weight towards the front, but not necessarily too much. You just don't want to have too much at the back. You've got to try and balance it as best you can. So then you've got your grey water tank sitting up over there as well, and this main switch, this turns the power off to the entire van when you hit that one there. You got your lamp, which turns the lights on inside here as well. The fridge, that fridge should be on. We've had that off for a little while. Your water pump sitting up over there as well. And these ones have got little things like for example, this one's the handle light. So you will see up over there, a little light comes on the handle for night time as well. They've got lights on the outside of the van, your left light, your right lights, LED light strip as well, which is just this light strip that runs around the whole van inside of it as well. So a whole heap of different options in there. You've got 12 volt US socket up there, and you've also got USB ports in here as well, so if you want to plug your phone in and recharge it as well. Comes with a stereo system. Stereo system works indoors and outdoors, and that stereo system's got Bluetooth on it as well, so you can hook up your mobile phone to it also. And then when it comes towards your hot water system, this is when you're running it on electric, so you got your electric switch as well. And then this part here either lets you select it at 70 degrees or I think it's 60 degrees, so you can select either option. The power in this guy has a red arc battery management system in it, and you can turn the inverter on from here as well, so you've got 240 volts. So that's one interesting thing when we're running the Starlink, which is the internet here at the moment. It's running on 240 volts, so you do need 240 volts if you want to run Starlink, just so you know. So yeah, now inside the van, a stack of storage space. So I'll start up over the side of it here. These are just two big cupboards that just go straight in there for storing stuff that you want. And then underneath here, we have these cupboards here. These ones actually go into the actual storage area behind that we were looking at before, and these actually go all the way through. So it gives you an idea of storage space in there, which is great. Still got a couple of other jobs to do. We've got the camera system here we've still got to install, so we haven't done that part just yet, but we'll get onto that soon. And then over the side here, we've got a whole cupboard space in here as well. Put all our keys and all that just sitting up on the little guy, so we went and bought one of these and attached it up inside there. You've got the storage space over here as well. You know, store all your gear in there. And they come with 3 large drawers as well. So we've got all the bits and pieces sitting inside these as well. You know, nice good sized drawers as well, these ones. So yeah, really cool. Other things we went and got, these are suction cup mounts, so you know you can get your towels and that type of stuff and hang them on there, or you got your hats and that as well, and hang them on that as well, so that would put those on it also. And then when you come inside the van, you can't go camping without a coffee machine. So we have to have the coffee machine there as well. That went really well. We had a coffee this morning with it also. Seems to run well on the inverter. You just need to make sure you've got enough charge in it and you're right to go. Underneath here they have a couple of other storage cupboards as well. So this is a really small cupboard, that one. This one's a little bit larger, so it provides extra storage space inside there. And down underneath here, they've got one that actually goes up underneath the whole thing. So I've actually just put in the, what do you call it, these guys have got the little plastic bags, the vacuum sealed bags in there at the moment. Over the side of here, same thing. Got an area where you can put shoes and that type of stuff, just down the bottom down there if you wanted to. And you've got these other drawers inside here. This one's got our towels in it at the moment. And another storage area inside there. And another big one just inside there as well. So some people put a fridge in that one. You can get a little fridge and put them into it if you wanted to. Now this is your little kitchen area. So that table that we saw outside before actually gets mounted onto this little stand. I just took it off because I just felt it's just easier to use it in here, use the space, because you tend to eat outside most of the time, so we'll probably do that most of the time from now on. Inside here, just open this up. So this is your bathroom area. So you've got over here your, your dishwashing, hand washing liquids as well. You've got a mirror just sitting up over the side over there as well. And then over here you got your shower rows, and I just bought some of these little guys to actually go and attach all my toiletry stuff. And they do come with a cupboard. It's a little cupboard sitting inside here that you can store all your goodies in there as well. Toilet sitting over there as well. So, and up inside here, I should show you this. I think this is great. Massive big storage areas, for storing all your stuff. Huge. So they work really well. They do have this fly as well. This is mainly like if you're in here at night time, you're having a shower, people can't see the shadow of you out there, so that's what that's for if you're wondering. And then up top up there you got your fan as well, so if it gets a bit humid inside there. So here, close this off here. So what we'll do now, we'll mention, so they also have an air conditioner as well, I should mention. So you've got the little control for the air conditioner, just sits up over here. We're running on battery out here, so we're not running on the air conditioner, but that's just sitting up the top there for you as well. They come with too. And this is I might switch around with Steve and get him to walk around the front. So this is your bedding area. So it's got a nice big queen size bed inside here as well. And we've just chucked all our pillows up here and that. The way this actually works, this bed actually folds in half, so this part here actually lifts up. So this part lifts up and it folds in half, and then underneath here, this is where the whole electronics are. So that's your battery system. So there's 2 lithium batteries sitting inside there. They're your Renogy batteries, and I think they're around about 100 amp hours roughly each battery. Actually, I'll show you over here too while we can. So inside there, that one's your hot water system. That's living inside there as well. And then if we look on the other side, just push this over. So inside here, this is your Red Arc 2000 watt pure sine wave inverter, and that's your battery management system just sitting inside there as well. Pretty cool, eh? So the other thing as well, just put this back down. Okay, and then you've got down here your little fuse box as well, so if you ever blow a fuse, that's where you need to go. There's a whole pile of outlets around this place as well. So you've got 240 volt output outlets over here beside each bed. So you've got like your little lights as well. I don't know if they're on at the moment. Oh, they're on. Yep. So your lights there. You've got 2 USB ports and a cigarette socket there as well to recharge stuff as with also. And then down over here you've got a little pocket space so you can store stuff in as well if you need to. Come with 2 fans. So got your little 12 volt fans that you can just move around whatever angle you want them at as well, which is handy to have too. And yeah, the windows. So at the moment, I'll show. Actually, we'll pull this apart. Yeah, that's it. So you can have the window like open, so you don't have anything there if you want. You can pull that down, and then the magnets grab on, and that's your fly screen. And then you can have it totally private if you wanted to as well. So you've got the 3 options there as well. Okay guys, so the other thing that the Caravan's got as well is a little television set. It just sits up over the side up over here as well. So that just runs up over the side. They come with the remote control as well. And that's really useful, you know, at night time if you want to sit down and watch TV. You can lay back in bed and watch it, or you can pull this around and be sitting up over the side over here and watch TV as well. So quite a little handy little thing to have there too. We'll go outside because I forgot to mention the fridge and all that. We might have a look at that now too, hey? So inside here, this is your fridge. Now, they don't come with a fridge. A fridge is something that I purchased separately for it. So there's a couple of different ways you can go on fridges. So this is a 95 litre, I think, kick-ass fridge. It's inside the Caravan. And the way this one works is it's got two different zones in it. So you got your front area. I've got both on fridge at the moment. I don't need any freezer options on it at the minute. And you got your rear area just at the back up there as well. So nice big storage area for your fridge. These are great though. You can store all your pantry items in this. So you pop this button open. This opens up forwards. So I've got bread and all that sitting in there at the moment. And yeah, then in the front, you know, store your pantry stuff in there as well. Hey? So the other area I want to show you as well was underneath the seat that you've got in here. So this is actually where the water pump's stored inside here as well. So you've got all the water pumps and all the piping that you might need just sitting inside here. And if you might remember before, we were talking about that shower hose. That shower hose is just sitting here. That's actually the hose which goes to the outside area. And you just pull that hose straight out, and yeah, that's the whole shower area inside there as well. They've got like this is the breakaway system. So if the vehicle was disconnected from the trailer was disconnected from the vehicle, that locks the brakes up on the trailer as well for you also. So this guy here, if you're wondering, hey, this actually lets you switch between the two different tanks. So at the moment it's accessing it from the rear tank, and then you've got the other one around that way there. If you want to access it from your front tank, or from both of them, I believe. So you know, we've got sitting on the rear tank to try and empty that out a bit as well. So I think that's about it, guys. Sort of gives you an idea around the van. If you've got any questions, all that type of stuff, pop them in down the comments. It's probably just the first video on it. It's just more just to give you an overview of everything. I'm sure I've missed some things, but yeah, I hope that's helped you out. And if you're interested in asking any questions, give us a yell and chuck them in the comments. Alright guys, talk to you later.